How'd you come up with the name Buck CRZA?
Buck CRZA, I came up with that. I initially I went by Crazy J, but that was my sister's lyrical name because in the beginning I didn't know what I wanted to call myself, so I stole her name. She found out about it, and then I had to change my name. So Buck CRZA. Well, in the show Dave Chappelle, there was a episode of the Pimp Council, and Charlie Murphy would call himself Buck Nasty, and I would just walk around school, reciting his things that he said and shit, and eventually I kept messing around with the Buck and Buck Nasty, but I wanted to keep the crazy from Crazy J still associated with my name, so I kind of just and Wu-Tang is like my favorite rap group of all time, and RZA is one of my favorite producers. So I kind of mashed Crazy and RZA together, and it came out to be CRZA. So Buck CRZA, and I've been calling myself Buck CRZA, Buck C ever since.
Okay. What artist influenced you?
Well, my favorite rapper of all time, out of any rapper that I wanted to just absolutely be like, is Method Man. Method Man from Wu-Tang. I've always just liked his cadence, and I like the shit that, I just like how he rhymed, you know what I'm saying? And if I could just sum it up to like just one artist, Method Man, that's the one I just wanted to be like.
Okay. What is your musical background?
My musical background, well, I started out like a lot of artists or writers, just writing poems in school and stuff like that. I always loved to make words rhyme. Eventually, I started actually writing music when I found out my sister and my cousin were writing music also, so I gave it a shot. And then I started recording with my boy Shoutout way back in, I think I was in 8th grade, where we were recording together. And I've been recording music ever since I was like 15. I've been making beats ever since I've been recording music since I was 14, actually. And I've been making beats since I was like 16. And, I know how to play the keyboard, piano, and all that good stuff.
Have you ever played your live instruments anywhere?
Only thing, I used to play for a little church about 10 years ago. There's a whole story behind that why I don't play anymore, but that's another thing. But I have played in front of people, and things like that, but I've never been a part of a group or whatever.
Tell me something most people don't know about you.
Something that most people don't know about me. I love cartoons, anime and all that. I love to play video games. I'm a little bit of a nerd, and so I could say that. Like, people wouldn't, just think that I am, like, from looking at me, I guess. But I like nerdy type of things.
What are your fears?
Fears. Well, everybody wants to, accomplish their goals and everything before they die, before they get on their deathbed and things like that. So a big fear of mine is that I would not accomplish my goals before it's all said and done. And that's why this next project, I talk a lot about that. Like, I have a lot to say. There's a lot that I said on this project. And they talk a lot about, just me wanting to accomplish my goals and my dreams, because I'm about to be 36 years old in 2 months, and I want, I still have a lot of juice left. You know, there's still a lot of life there. You know what I mean? Even though I get frustrated sometimes, but I haven't given up, because this is just a passion of mine. You know what I'm saying? Making music.
Okay, so tell me about your last project, I-85 Music.
I-85 Music is hands down the very first project that I ever made that feels like it represents who Buck CRZA is down to a T. Like, I was happy about that project all around. Like, from the things that I talked about, the production, it's just how the overall feel of that project. And yeah.
So you feel like that project represents you, a culmination
Yes.
of you as an artist. Okay.
And this next project coming out, man, it's like I-85 Music was like, it showed the growth
Okay.
in me, the start of the growing. And this next project is just another stage of how far I've come. And that's why I said, man, just all around, like, this next project is special to me.
Okay. You're also the other half of the group Cups of Coffee. How is that music different from what Buck CRZA does?
Well, Buck CRZA, you know, when I rap, you know, solo by myself, you know what I'm saying, you know, Buck CRZA, Buck crazy, you know, he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I rap about literally everything. Everything, you know what I'm saying? But Buck CRZA is also, to sum it up, he represents the essence of hip hop, boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Cups of Coffee, when I approached producing for us and the other half of Cups of Coffee, the Matadab, we go the routes. We you know, when you think of a cup of coffee, you know, when you're just sipping on it in the morning, you know what I'm saying, and you're watching the news or sitting there listening to jazz, you know, that type of feeling, it's chill. You know what I'm saying? It's a breath of fresh air, Cups of Coffee.
So you mentioned another half of Cups of Coffee. Who is the other half of Cups of Coffee?
She has a lot of alter egos. Her main name that she goes by is the Matadab. That's it's Arabic for I believe she explained it. That stands for it's Arabic for musical genius. She also has Vivi. Vivi is she hasn't brought that out yet. She's actually a rapper. You know, you're going to experience that soon.
Okay. And how did you guys meet?
We met actually through music on a karaoke app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of the app?
The name of that app is, I believe it's pronounced Smule. 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 Karaoke app. And we did karaoke songs, but we also did original songs on there. And yeah, man, it was just a match made in heaven, you know?
Okay, and can we expect any projects from you guys in the future?
Oh yeah, we're working on a little project right now. We're actually working on a single called Winter Games, and that's going to feature a cat from up north. I'll let y'all know his name in the future, but that's going to be special. It's called Winter Games. Yeah, we're working on all kinds of stuff, all kinds of music.
Okay.
So we're just sorting out the stuff right now. So
okay,
yeah,
so
it's coming.
You mentioned the artist from up north. So where are you from?
I'm from down south, Easley, South Carolina. Stand
Okay.
up, you heard?
And so what do you want people to know about you as an artist from Easley, South Carolina? You as an artist in general, what do you want people to know about you?
Well, just that, you know, Southern hip hop has its for the past let's say 20 years, is we've had our own type of sound. Just like, from up north, they have their type of sound, and Texas, they have their type of sound. West Coast, they have their type of sound, and so I'm from South Carolina, so right beside Georgia and all that. You know how music from mainly Georgia sounds. It's Georgia and South Carolina, they kind of mirror each other as far as the music goes. But for me, what I'm saying, I'm different. I want people to hear me and I want people to hear my music and to be like, yeah, that's Buck CRZA. I want it to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I try to be different. I don't want to follow anybody or what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? And if I do, I'm going to do it in my own way. I'm not going to do what the last person did. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And so, as a rapper, can you explain to me your particular writing style? What makes you different?
My writing style. What makes me different? What makes me different is, a lot of people say they write from the heart, and I hope everybody does write from the heart. But I write from the angle. I have fun when I write. You know what I'm saying? It's all about having fun. It's all about the love. Letting people show just how much you love making music. But I love to make people feel something. You know what I'm saying? I love to talk about my life, things that I've been through. I love to talk about what other people have been through. I've written songs that, I've written songs and created people in my songs that I haven't even met, but I know that somebody somewhere in the world has been through, those particular things. I have a song called Stronger on my CRZA Undead album, and this person that I'm talking about in the song I never met before, but there's a lot of people who's been through, a lot of women who's been through physical abuse. That's what that song is about. And I just like to make songs that people can relate to, from every angle you can think of. You know what I'm saying? And I just want people to vibe with me. I like to think of myself as the Quentin Tarantino of music.
Okay.
That's how I approach that. That's my writing style right there.
Okay.
So if you know anything about Quentin Tarantino, then
yes, sir. All right. So I want to dig into a song you did called "His Green Surface" on I-85 Music. How was that song born?
That song was born. Let me tell you, the first verse. The first verse, that was just from the heart. That all those words were from me and from how I felt. But the second verse, again, that's the second verse. I alter my voice to make it sound like a different person, and and they were talking in the second verse. It was like they were talking about what they were going through, but again, that whole entire song is just, it was made for people to relate to, you know what I'm saying? And I was making a beat one night, and I didn't know it was going to turn into His Green Surface, but it's just, it kind of made itself, to be honest. God, on God's green surface, times of feeling worthless, I ain't mean to get here on purpose. And that's just the hook, and it just repeats. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just a song that explains itself.
Okay. So recently I heard you reached out to E. Jones to make you a beat. When can we expect to hear that?
Man, soon. That's going to be a product of Cups of Coffee right there. So,
and who is E. Jones?
E. Jones is actually a part of Knife Wonder's group called Soul Council that also features.
Okay, I heard it in the Soul Council, so he's a member
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the member with Crisis and Cash and all of them. Yeah, so the North Carolina natives, everybody knows who Knife Wonder is. So yeah, I mean that was some serious stuff. Yeah, we actually got 3 beats on deck from E. Jones, but there's one in particular that we're gonna release very soon. So look out for that.
Okay. And with that being said, what can we expect from Buck CRZA in the near future? Where can we look for you?
Man, I'm pretty much everywhere. Like anywhere where you stream music, Spotify, iTunes, Pandora.
What's it under? Buck CRZA? How do we find you?
Buck CRZA. BUCKCRZA. Buck CRZA. And, so yeah, I haven't stopped making. I'm working on this project right here, which is pretty much a rap, but I'm still writing. My pen is still going. I'm not stopping. I'm making beats. Everything, man. Look, I have so much material.
All right. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Man, just keep your eyes and your ears open. Have high expectations. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not playing right now, It's me and my team, the Matadab, Qtal. Shout out to my man, A-Blaze, the architect. Man, we got some heat on the way. It's serious business. Real talk.
All right, thank you for stopping through.
No doubt, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, always.
Buck CRZA in the building, South Cat, stand up, man.